Welcome to my workshop. We've got a bit of a different plan today. You can see my bench is half made, so we're gonna get back to that later. But right now, I wanted to do something a little bit different. Get away from the 5-6 hours of sanding, do some more sanding on a different project. I'm gonna do a 1-day restoration and flip on a chair that I bought. It's kind of like a mid-century style chair. Just a preface, don't mind the mess. I'm somewhat getting into making wood storage and all that. It'll go on that side. But currently, yeah, I'll go get that chair and we'll start taking it apart and sanding and sanding and making it nice. There we go. So, this is the main project. I think it's pretty cool. It's pretty comfy as well, actually. But we're going to take these legs off, take these armrests off, give them a good old stain, good old sand. Maybe even fix that gap because that's not the best. Yeah, make it look nicer. Because I really like the green. I would put it in my room, but my room's too small. So that's going to go on my fireplace. I reckon I could get like $150 for it. You just have to find the right buyer, that's the main thing. But, yeah. I'll give you a little preview of it, a little cinematic look, and then we'll get to it. First things first, I'll just take this sticker off. Next, I want to take these plugs out. I'm not actually sure on how to do this. I'm just gonna roll with it how I can. Oh, got one out. Second one might be a bit more of a pain though. I don't think this is gonna work, but it's less damaging than other options. Right. Will that get around that? No. At least I made mine centered. Okay. I might honestly just leave these plugs out. Oh, I can't get them. Oh god. Yes, there you go. I know the wood plugs are nice, but I can't literally get in there unless I have some other idea, and I don't have that, so I'm just trying to do this. Don't have it all bloody day, you have one day. Good bit of crust on there. Ugh. Let's wipe it. I was going to wipe it, but I'll leave it for now. Let's do the other side. Alright, let's do the other side. I don't know how that peels off, and there's just this human slime crust. Yeah. I'll give you a close up. It's coming apart a bit. Springs. That's interesting. It's quite cool to have these copper springs here. It is interesting. I've never seen those before. But there's also this like fibrous stuff. I'm not sure if that's wool or something else, but it's pretty cool. At the very least, I'll re-staple it, but I don't know. I'll have a see. I might just replace the fabric. Well, that's pretty simple. You can see they've just done like a half lap, but you can see the saw marks there. That's interesting. So looks like they use a table saw. These are different widths though, so that's also interesting. I've been excited to use this. I've used 4 different sanders now. I have like an old Ozito one, and then I got a Ryobi one because I was like, oh yeah, that'll work with the vacuum. Doesn't plug in with the vacuum. So then I went with Bosch, and I got the PX 300. That was pretty underpowered. It wasn't great, so I was like, okay, whatever. And then went to a Stanley Fat Max. That was good power. That was good power, but it would start kind of shaking all over the place, so that wasn't great either. So I've changed again to a Bosch PX 400. So that should be like kind of a middle ground of having basically no vibration, but also having more power to actually sand things. So let's crack this open and give it a go. A couple of nice things on this sander are this front grip, you don't get that on the 300, and also this whole base plate here is all metal, which is nice. The other one is plastic, so obviously this isn't going to wear as easily, so that's a nice little touch. And it's nice to touch when it's cold. You can cool your fingers down when they hurt like mine. Here's the test. I'm not sure if that's going to be too small or not, so oh yeah, looks like it's going to be. Yeah, it's a bit loose like the other one, so I'm going to have to get an adapter or make one out of some piping. But for now, what I did with the other one was I put some masking tape on it. Thinner in diameter than the sander. So let's try that out. Oh yeah, there we go. That gets on there, nice. Well, that should be about everything done on the wood front. I've done all of them down to about 120 grit. I was going to do 180, but I don't know, I saw this one thing about the finish not getting in as well if it's too high of a grit. So I'd still 120. I think they're coming out pretty well. And the only other step is to put it back together, but I'll wait about an hour before I start doing that so it can all dry. Oh, you're still here. Well, that's a bit awkward. I'm a bit new to finishes and I didn't realise that you still needed to put a top coat on after a stain. I just assumed that would also add some protection. It doesn't. So, it's the next day. It shouldn't take long. I'm just adding an extra layer or two of polyurethane and then chucking it on. But in my defense, if I wasn't lazy and or I had the polyurethane yesterday, I would have had it done yesterday. So I'm still counting as a day, but I had to go out and get some and then, you know, come back, and it was already like 6 o'clock, and then I was like, oh, I'll just wait for tomorrow. Still counts. I'll count it as 24 hours. But anyway, I'll put some polyurethane on the wood, and then we'll assemble it back up. Well, let's give this a go. I'll do a really light coat for the first coat and then see how we go from there. And now we'll leave these for about 6 hours, let them dry and give them a quick sand and then do another coat. Yeah, it hasn't ended up being a day project. I'm going to put it together now, just so you know, but I got distracted, so you can't blame me. I wanted to use the original hardware as well. Okay. Such a nice green. Well, pretty happy with that. Made it look a lot nicer than it was. Got a new lease online, gave it a little wash. I think it looks really good. Yeah, so next thing to do is put it on Marketplace and see who wants to buy it.